All right, this is Thursday's wrap up from GreatStockPicks.com live trading chat room. First, a little shot at the SPY here. Daily candles getting fairly ugly. Tomorrow's Facebook day. We'll see if that can turn things around. It should bring some excitement back into the market. And I'm actually looking forward to, I don't know if I'm going to trade Facebook. Not a big fan of trading IPOs on opening day, but we'll see. But it might give us a bounce. SPY's just, I don't want to say off a cliff here, but pretty steadily down in a nice sizable candle today. I'm always contrarian. I don't look at this chart and think, hey, we're going to go back up to recent highs. But I do look at this chart and think we're getting close to time for a bounce. And if you look at a lot of individual stocks, which I'll be doing tonight for the watch list for tomorrow, there's a lot of stocks that are down 4 or 5 days in a row, pretty good volume, and into support. And those are the ones I'll be looking for to put on watch tomorrow. All right, but let's go into today. Today there were a couple mentions by me that ended up being just small gains to flat. So nothing worth talking about except for 2 trades and then one early idea that I didn't act upon, and I'm peeved at myself. In the pre-market, I told everybody to watch the gold miners. Gold was strong in pre-market, and I chose GG as one to put on watch. Go to 5-minute candles here, and GG was just off to the races. It looked just like this when I said I like this pullback in this area, but I guess like Maverick and Top Gun, I couldn't quite get myself to pull the trigger or make an official call because the SPY's just so weak it had me spooked. But beautiful turn right there where I called it and moved up another buck. Now, I didn't make any money off of that. I may have had some members that did well on that, but the only 2 that were consequential today was on the same stock, and it was Herbalife. Okay, now I'll give you the thinking behind the reason why I was watching it and the reason for the call. Herbalife decimated here from 73 down to 42 over the course of a couple weeks, right? And then yesterday, which is right here, this green candle, huge rally. Okay, now my thinking is, of course, there's going to be a ton of shorts in Herbalife, and this spike yesterday, my thinking was put them on notice, right? It doesn't mean I wanted to chase it today on the gap up, and of course I didn't, but to me it meant this is a good one to have on watch, right, for today. So let's go to 5-minute candles, and gapped up. And the one thing I love about E-signal charts, you can scroll them over so you can see how it looked in real time. And it just kept grinding lower. I did not make a call in Herbalife, just kept grinding. No discernible setup at all, right? Okay, so now when I get this kind of action on a stock that, to me, has potential to have a nice upside move, right, for the reasons I just gave, what I like to do is, and this is going to sound weird to some people, and today it might even sound stupid, and to some people, or I was going to say, and today you have an example where it was stupid, but what I'll do is switch to 30-minute candles. All right, let me try to zoom in here. And it's just kind of an obscure way to get in something that you're expecting to turn up sometime that day, but doesn't give you any kind of discernible setup on like 5 or 10, 15-minute candles, okay? So it looked like this. You had nothing but lower highs all day. Then you had this kind of doji-looking candle, whatever you want to call it, with a high of 46.29. So when it looked like this, I called it on 30s, meaning if it breaks a previous 30s high, in other words, the next candle gets to 46.30, I'm long with a low of day stop. Now, I said it's going to be a wider stop than our normal call, so you got to trade it smaller, okay? So if you normally go 1,000 shares and you've got a wide stop, you definitely want to cut that down. Okay, well, when this candle starts, it didn't go straight up. It actually went down first and then came back up. This candle had a high of 46, I think 46.14. So when it got to its own high or got near it, I said I'm going to go long 46.15 with a stop at 45.44, I believe. I think it was like 61 cents risk. Again, you don't want to go 1,000 shares. You want to go smaller because I always assume I'm going to get stopped out. That keeps you honest when managing your position size. Anyway, 46.15, something like that. 46.16 was my call, and it went to 46.31. I really thought we had something here, and then it just quickly reversed and ended up taking the full 60-something cent stop out without getting any off the table because it just didn't move up that much. So that was that put me in a bad mood because that's a wide stop, and I'm always scared some of our members, maybe didn't heed the advice and maybe went in bigger, and I always feel bad hoping somebody didn't get killed in that, even though we advised to go in smaller. But people do what they're going to do, and hopefully no one got hurt real bad on that. And then, okay, so here's where it took out the stops, and then a little bounce here, and then another push down right here it had my attention again, and I called it this time on 5s, meaning first break of a previous 5-minute candles high, which in this case was 44.78, and the stop at 44.50. So now you're only talking 28 cents risk. Now you can go in a little bigger, right? Because you don't have that crazy risk. And so it triggers there at 44.78 and pretty quickly right to 46. So this doesn't look like much of a move, but it was $1.22. I was scaling out after grabbing it right here. And I think my best sell on it, I scale out in parts, was at 45.92. So a pretty nice move there and made up for my blunder trading off of 30s. And so that trade made up. But I still, matter of fact, I'll slide the results page over here. You'll see that, let me get my drawing tool. You'll see that Herbalife is on here. This is just our highlights page, right? So you see the little asterisk there. I didn't do a very good job circling. I also have one on Darden Restaurants from yesterday. The asterisk is because, in this case on Herbalife, yeah, $1.22 a share, but you know, I'd made a 60-something cent loss a share call on it earlier, so put an asterisk next to it, meaning, hey, it's really nothing to brag about, but it still was a nice trade. Same thing with Darden yesterday. I called it there. It went up $3.18 a share, but if you watched yesterday's video, I had 2 winning trades in it, but I missed the bulk of the move because I moved my stop to break even too soon. So I put an asterisk next to Darden too, for that reason. You know, yeah, it looks like a great call, but my own personal trading, big blunder on it. Matter of fact, I can show you DRI real quick. I talked about it yesterday, but called it somewhere long right in here. Sold some here, went to a break-even stop. Never came down and hit my stop. Also mentioned it long here as an idea, but I didn't take this one. Neither one of them would have hit my stop, and I missed out on this huge move. So I had a trade here. I also had a lunchtime trade right here. So both of them were decent trades, but the asterisk is deserved because I missed this huge move. So anyway, that's it for the day. I'm looking forward to Facebook tomorrow. It should make trading all around interesting. So we'll talk to you guys tomorrow night.